Hello guys, welcome to my channel Programming Tips and Trick. From today we are going to start one new series with a name Interview Questions. Every Saturday I will try to give some questions which are usually asked in interviews. I will try to give the solution to the questions also, which will be very helpful for you to crack the interview. Our first question is, what is the programming paradigm? The answer to this question is, programming means the principle that is used for organizing the program. It's a way to write a program. Every language follows different paradigms. So there are basically three major programming paradigms. First one is structured programming, second one is object oriented programming, and third one is event driven programming. C language uses the structured programming, whereas C++, VB.NET, Java, Python makes use of object oriented programming and event driven programming. Object oriented programming has lot of advantages over structured programming, but even while using this organizing principle, you would still need a good hold over the language elements of C and basic programming skills. So this should be your answer if somebody asks this question, what is programming paradigm? You have to concentrate. Basically there are three major programming paradigms. First one is structured programming, second one is object oriented programming, and third one is event driven programming. C follows structured programming or procedural programming or function based programming. Next question, is it true that operating system like Windows, Linux and Unix are written in C? The answer to this question is, major part of popular operating system like Windows, Unix, Linux are still written in C language. This is because even today when it comes to perform speed of execution, nothing beats C, because C is very faster. The speed of execution of C programs are very faster than the other languages because it is very close to the machine. Also the function exposed by the operating system API can be easily called through any language. Moreover, if one is extended the operating system to work with new devices, one needs to write device driver program. These programs are exclusively written in C. Now suppose if you bought some hardware, you always get driver with them. These drivers are nothing but a program which makes a bridge between the hardware and the software. These are known as device driver programs, which are exclusively written in C language. There are two reasons. First one is the speed is very high, and second one is C program is very close to the hardware. Third question, what do you mean by the scope of the variable? What are the different type of scope that variable can have? Answer to this question will be, scope indicates the region over which the variable declaration has no effect. There are basically four kind of scopes. First one is file scope, that variable is only visible in that file, usually known as global variables. Second one is function, third one is block, and the fourth one is prototype. Next question, which of the following statement is a declaration and which is definition? Answer to this question is, extern int I is a declaration, whereas int j is a definition. Next question, what is the difference between a declaration and the definition? This is very common question, and that usually student is not able to give the appropriate answer. The answer to this question is, there are two differences between the declaration and the definition. First one is, in the definition of a variable, space is reserved for the variable and some initial value is given, whereas a declaration only identifies the type of variable. Thus, definition is a place where the variable is created or assigned some value or storage, whereas declaration refers to the place where the nature of the variable is stated, which type of that variable is, but no storage is allocated. Secondly, redefinition is an error, whereas redeclaration is not an error. What does it means? When we give the prototype of the function, that comes under something known as declaration, and when we write int a equal to 10, this is known as definition. So this is the basically difference between declaration and definition. For today, I think this much is enough. Try to learn these questions and answers and give the appropriate answer when somebody asks this question in your interview. It will help you to crack the interview very easily. Nowadays also, even we are working with Python or Stack, React.js, but big companies like TCS, Infosys, if they take your technical interview, they take interview usually in C and C++, because these are the two cornerstones of any language which is built in the world. So try to concentrate on this C and C++ very thoroughly. Believe me, if you are very good in C and C++, to learn any language, computer language in this world, either it's a Python or React.js or X or Y or Z, it will very easy to learn these languages. Okay, thank you very much.